Wealthy people do weird stuff. We know this. Like wealthy people have, when you have disposable income, strange things can happen. And did everyone see the story about Tom Brady today?
Sure did.
I did not.
Oh, awesome. Matt, can't wait to tell you. Tom Brady had his dead dog cloned.
It's one way of saying it.
Wait,
but I mean,
so
it's
was,
exactly
it, was
what
it
he did.
alive
What's
and
the
he
other
took
way
a
of saying
sample
it?
of it? Or did he go pet cemetery and dig it up, take the DNA, and then clone it?
My understanding is that they took a sample while the dog was still kicking.
Okay.
And they used that sample to clone the dog. I have so many questions / concerns. Tyler, you probably have never seen Pet Cemetery. Don't.
I have not, but
Don't
Mom tells
watch
me
that
she's
movie.
terrified of it.
That
oh my
movie
God,
is
the scalpel scene. I couldn't get out of bed for weeks.
Yeah. No. Dude, the opening of that movie is absolutely depressing and horrifying. The whole reason why they have to do the Pet Cemetery is just like tears my heart out. Like it's just terrible. That being said, wealthy people do weird stuff. And this is just like one of those things. I want to ask you if you could, would you both have pet? No, why not?
Because dogs are unique. You should just because you clone it doesn't mean you're going to get the same dog. Like it's not going to have the same personality. It's not going to do the same things. What kind of dog was it? Was it like a puntable dog?
I don't
like 4 pounds.
Like Baxter.
Can I pick it up
Anchorman?
and drop kick it?
You're thinking about Baxter from Anchorman.
Yes, yes.
Yes. No, I guess it was a pit mix.
The weirdest part about it to me is that he's an investor in this company called
Stop.
Colossal...
I want to talk about that in a second. I want to talk about that in a second.
Okay, my bad.
No, I hear you, and it gets to a good point. But before we get to that, okay? If you've seen the movie Multiplicity, Tyler?
No, I've never even heard of it.
That movie you should
Michael
see.
Keaton.
And if we learned anything from Multiplicity, other than Michael Keaton again is an unbelievable movie star, we learned that the more clones you make, the worse things get. Like the more defective things get, right? And that's a theory. So let's take a pit bull mix and clone that bad boy and see what goes wrong with the mental side of things. What are we doing? But you let the cat out of the bag, Tyler. So this is what I'm going to say. Wealthy people do weird things, but they're not dumb. Why do you think he did this?
Well, it's all promoting them.
He's selling it, dude. He owns stock in this cloning company. So he's like, oh, look what I do with my dog. And people are going to be like, I want to do this with my dog too.
He's not the only one. There's a famous actress like Barbara Streisand or somebody like that.
No.
Clone has like 4 copies of their dog.
Dude, Ted Williams' head is still somewhere, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, Ted Williams had his head cryogenically frozen.
And honestly, the
I don't
Red
know if
Sox
that was
could
his
use
choice, though.
That was his choice, Matt.
I thought it was
that was 100% his choice. Nope, that was his choice. He wanted to do that. He wants to come back. So I'm saying, I know he's not
back.
Like, dude, at some point, are you like, is it enough?
Wait, sorry. I was looking up on Twitter, Ted Williams head, and there's an account called Ted Williams Frozen Head.
give me 2 of the posts.
Just shout him out. Wait, no, I won't. It's
is it that bad?
It's a little outlandish. I'll send it to you guys. But basically the bio is that it's located at your mom's house. And fighting commies since 1942. I missed 5 years of baseball as a fighter pilot in World War II in Korea. American hero and one of the greatest hitters ever. So, I mean, it's not a bad bio. I mean,
I don't know. Hold on. Do we know when Ted Williams died? We need to know this now.
When he died?
It was after the 99 All-Star game in Fenway.
Well, yeah, I know that. Okay, 2002. I'm sorry, I have to do this. Can you imagine? Facebook wasn't a thing in 2002. If this dude comes back now, like Facebook's already run its course. It's already come and gone. Do you imagine Ted Williams if he had a Twitter account? That dude gets canceled, I think, awfully fast. Maybe I'm wrong, But I think a lot of
Ted
guys from
Williams?
that generation, yeah, a lot of the guys from that generation maybe don't get Twitter accounts if they come back from the.
I'm pretty sure they don't know how to work a Twitter account.
Yeah, no, I don't know if he'd be able to work it, but I mean, I get what you're saying though, because there's been a lot of athletes recently that just are putting out some bad stuff without meaning to. Like I know, like Paul Pierce is
Yes.
a guy that comes to mind
It
for
was
me,
a-
where like he's on like Instagram Live, like with like strippers, and then you have dudes,
It doesn't make them bad people. They just don't
they just
know
don't
any
know.
better.
Yeah,
Right? Like your grandfather, Sam Valley. I mean, he is a great guy.
thank God
The
he's not
thing-
on
some of the-
social media.
Some of the things that come out of his mouth were like, whoa, you can't do that.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
Tom
based on
Brady's
my
trying to make a.
Well, I was
ahead.
going to say, based on my long distance IT work with some of the older generation, getting them logged into Yahoo accounts for
Yikes.
Pick'em, I could tell you they're not going to know how to work Twitter. They'll probably end up doing the Facebook thing where they keep posting things, but they think it's a Google search, and you're like, no, don't Google that. Stop Googling that. This isn't Google.
Can I actually?
Oh my
can
god,
I-
dude!
Can I tell a story that's maybe a little outlandish, but it's wicked funny?
Yeah,
All right,
don't get me in trouble with your mother.
I'm
though.
not
Don't
gonna
get-
give any names, but he's a listener of this pod, and it was a family member of his who's older, and he was basically hacked on, I think it was Facebook, but basically was hacked on Facebook.
Was he really hacked?
Hold on, just listen. So he was basically hacked on Facebook. He was messaging back and forth with this person, and he sent some pictures. And so basically with that person that he sent pictures to, they were like, all right, now I'm going to hack your page. I'm going to post it. All your family is going to see it. So what he thought would be the right move was to beat them to the punch and go on Facebook.
I remember this.
And start posting about it, basically letting people know that someone's going to post his pictures on his social media, and just started going on and on and on about it. So yeah, that's another thought that I had with older people and technology. And he never got hacked.
Dads.
That person was just pranking him. And so he went in
And
front of his
you
family
know
and was like,
because you kept
hey,
refreshing.
yeah, exactly. I was waiting for it. But he basically
we
told his
lose you?
family.
Yeah,
No,
you were just
why?
hitting. You were just hitting refresh. You were like, hey, one of those. Hey, so and so. One of those photos coming through. They haven't come through yet.
Exactly.
But anyways, Tom Brady's trying to make a buck off cloning dead dogs. Aren't there enough dogs in the world that, like, I mean, we're the
You also
rescue
try to make a
people.
buck off of concussion water
Cryptocurrency.
and avocado ice cream and all the other things. Like
I'm
not,
okay with the avocado ice cream. That's fine. That's fine. Cloning dogs, the concussion water stuff is wild. Did he actually do that, or did he just say that if you drank more water, you were less to get a concussion? I don't know if there was a product there. I don't want to get sued by Tom Brady. That's what I'm saying. That's Matt Virgie Solso. If you for any lawsuits, I don't want to get sued for that. But dude, this is, and you know what else is awesome is that I love the passive aggressiveness from the ESPN headline. Like, oh, isn't this a cool story? They're like, the subtext there is this guy's crazy. Like, this is crazy, right? This is a story because he's crazy. And they're like, NFL legend clones dog. And meanwhile, the Colossus, whatever they are, which was valued at like $800 billion or something, is like, we don't care what it says. Just put, like, we're on the front page of ESPN. This is great. You know what their claim to fame? Go ahead, Matt.
Well, I was going to say, who is Tom Brady's partner in the booth?
Who is it? I know I could see his
Is it
face
Ian
right
Eagle?
now. No. It's not Ian Eagle.
Well, whoever it is,
but...
I hope they make nonstop dog jokes throughout the entire broadcast.
God.
Like a la, was it Wes Welker that did all the foot jokes in his press conference about Rex Ryan? And then he ended up getting benched in the playoffs. Like, that's what I want. I want subtle digs.
That was awesome.
You're like, yes.
That would be amazing.
Yes.
The company, their claim to fame before this was that they had basically found a way to birth 3 direwolves, which have been extinct for hundreds of years. Apparently,
That was them.
That was them.
Are they the one trying to do the
that was
mammoth
cool.
in Siberia too?
I thought that was cool. But dude, where do you draw the line? Like, there's been sci-fi movies about all of this stuff, right? Like where they start cloning people and then harvesting their
Gattaca.
organs. but the Colognes don't know. Yeah, Gattaca's. Yep. Dude, it's a slippery slope of that stuff. We already have enough dogs. Like, why do we like? I don't know. Like, maybe we don't need to be cloning dogs without really knowing what that's going to look like. I don't
Yeah,
know. I bet you could do it for real cheap too. By the way, I bet that's and they got real strict financing rules too. Like they probably they'll turn down most people. Some guy's gonna go out there and like leverage his house to get his dog cloned.
well, I'm sure it's like LASIK surgery, right? You go to the cheapest guy you can to get your eyes fixed. And you get your dog cloned, dude. You go get the best deal you can.
You say this, but I think you did laser, right?
Yes, I'd LASIK.
Your wife went under the scalpel, right?
No, my brother-in-law did.
Your brother-in-law. I thought it was Kim.
No, he did it like way before the laser. So they literally scalpeled his eye, flipped open the thing, did the business, and then flipped it back down.
No.
Nope.
No.
Nope. Couldn't do it.
Hell no.
Not even a shot. Like
can't even do eye drops. Like, I'm just thinking of that, dude. Like, that's crazy.
And you've needed eye drops recently. Let's just be upfront about it. There's been a couple times you could have used some eye drops.
Definitely.
All right, before we get into it, we've got a high school volleyball championship coach in the fold now.
You do.
You give him his props, man.
Yeah, no, shout out Essex Junction High School boys volleyball and girls volleyball. They both won on Sunday. I think girls volleyball 5 years in a row for the girls program, which is nuts. But shout out to Gary Michael Randall, or if you're from Vermont, Michael Gary Randall, for being a state champion. What's funny is him and I both lost to the same team twice in high school. So we were not state champions, and we're just runner-ups back-to-back years. So for him, it's been a long time coming.
Dude, we lost him.
So I was happy he got the dub on Sunday.
We lost him. His face looks great though.
Who is the team that beat you?
Oh, I think I cut out. What the hell? Can you hear me?
You did. Who was the team that beat you?
That beat me? Timberlane. Twice.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, they were a freight train.
Dude, they were nuts,
I'll be honest
man.
with you, I was rooting hard for you. And I was like, the best part was like the first year I had no idea. And I show up at the gym and I'm like, it was clear, Matt, about like, I don't know, 5 points in that this was not going to be a good one for Ty. And then we had to go play him then he had to go play him the next year. And I was like, do I even go this time? Like, I don't even know. Like,
dude, listen, Timberlane was an absolute freight train. My buddy was the outside, and they literally said that he was like an orangutan because this dude looked like Wemby playing volleyball.
I don't remember his name.
He had these Sam Hoven, these long arms, and was just going OT on everybody. It was insane.
This kid had no business being in the state of New Hampshire, let alone like play. Like he was like California kid, man. Like
just nuts.
Yeah. What's Essex Junction? Is that the name of it?
Yep, Essex Junction.
What do they rank nationally?
Nationally, I'm not sure. I think Gary actually. I don't know. It's also hard to tell.
Is Vermont volleyball competitive?
No, I don't think Gary would get upset for me saying that. I mean, New Hampshire volleyball isn't even that competitive either. It's mainly, I would say, Massachusetts is very strong.
Take your internet out of the PlayStation and put it in your computer.
What do you mean? I'm still here. I'm still here.
Oh, you froze for a second.
They are nationally ranked at number 18 according to Max Prep.
Shut up.
Well, I don't. Whatever. They play in the fall. Everybody else plays in the spring. So it's hard to tell where they actually stack up. But they've got some good studs. He's got one player on that team who's an absolute stud. So they got some dudes.
I know where they stack up. They're 18th in the country. All right, I'm Steve Mensch. That's Tyler Besman, and that, of course, is Matt Verdi Solso. It's going to be an interesting week for Matt Solso. It's a Matt Solso pod. This is Screen the Screener. All right, Matt, it is 100%. I don't know where we're going to start with the trade deadline. And of course, we're going to start the Jets made a couple of big trades, which we'll kind of cover the Jets end of it because they've got a haul. But like, if we're not a Colts pod, then what are we? You know what I mean? Like that's our DNA. So let's get Matt's take. 2 first-round picks in A.D. Mitchell for Sauce Gardner.
Well,
The
A.D. Mitchell might
corner-
as well be a bag of used balls. Like that was just a throw in.
Wow. Hurtful.
Well, I mean, he's not. He
didn't have a role with the team anymore.
That's my point. Like, so
Yep.
that's no loss there. 2 first rounders is steep, but he's a proven cornerback, and we need the help. And he's young. He's still on his rookie contract. Or no, he just got paid. That's right. He just got paid.
Yeah.
I love it. I think it's great because I don't
He's
mind
the-
trading future picks for proven talent now. Young proven talent now.
I think this is one of those rare trades. I like it from both ends. That sounds like something Tyler would say to Gary, but it's one of those rare trades that I think it's good for both sides. Like, I really think a lot of people are like, it's steep. I get it. It is steep. I will say this. I've not watched a lot of all 22 Jets defense tape. And I did hear that Sauce did not have a great year last year. That was my understanding. I think that when I did pay attention to him as a rookie, he was outstanding. And I will tell you this, that's the best corner tape I've ever seen in college. I mean, he was like not even close to the best corner I've ever watched in college. He was different, like to the point where it was like getting to a point of how many passes are they going to be able to complete against this kid over the course of an entire season. And that Cincinnati team was good enough to like play in some pretty big games. I love the player if he's right. They get him for the league minimum this year. And then they think it's like 24 and 25 million over the next 2 years. But for an elite corner, that's not like it's actually going to be good because of the contract. We talk about Pasta, how the Bruins signed Pasta at the right time. Like this contract's actually pretty good. Like they're not like it looks big, but that's what guys are getting paid at that position. The premium corners getting paid. I love this. I also love what it says about the Ursays. We're in, man. And think about the timing of it. We're going to talk about this too. They're coming off their worst game of the year. And it could have easily been like, oh, maybe this is a little bit of a false confidence. And maybe we should pump the brakes about going out and spending assets to make this team better this year after that performance against the Steelers. They went all in on a corner. They filled a big need with a big time player.
Well, and they turned the ball over 6 times. Is that right? 5 or 6 times.
I know.
And
Daniel
they only
Jones
lost by
turned
7.
it over 5. Daniel Jones
they only
turned
lost
over
by
5.
7. So that tells you a ton right there.
So you like the trade?
Yeah, I'm all in. Like, that's great.
Awesome.
Build the team now. You never know how big your window is going to be next year. It could be a total crapshoot. Somebody could get injured tomorrow. So you got to strike while the iron is hot. And again, I don't mind trading future picks for proven talent.
So you ready to say it?
Are the Colts all the way?
Yes.
Is that what you're
You ready?
saying?
Yes.
They got some work to do, but I'm on board.
Come on, dude.
As soon as I say it, they're going to tank. I can't say it.
You got the rookie, the offensive rookie of the year at Tyler Warren. You have Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones had to have a bad day. That Steelers matchups are an interesting thing, right? No matter what league or college, high school, whatever, matchups are an interesting thing. And the Steelers actually match up well against the Colts. That's a tougher matchup for them. I would argue that the Colts might match up better with the Chiefs than they do with the Steelers. It's a weird thing. So it's just interesting. So just to get into that game really quick, you said they laid an egg. I wouldn't call that laying an egg, man. I mean, Green Bay lost to Carolina this past weekend. That's laying an egg. That is laying an egg. Losing to Pittsburgh, which was at Pittsburgh, right?
Yes.
So they go to Pittsburgh and they lose by 7. They almost come back at the end. Jonathan Taylor, I mean, think about this. Jonathan Taylor only ran for 45 yards.
He only got 14 carries, right?
Yep, but that's 3.2 yards per carry. That's not him. His long was a 9 yards. They shut him down. Guess what? Alec Pierce, 6 for 115. Michael Pittman, 9 for 115. These are like you're like, yeah, you can't turn the ball over like that. But this, even in the loss, Matt, I'm telling you, this team is different, man. Because you're looking at this, you like dig into the loss, and like one of the turnovers was at the end of the game. It was a bad decision, but you're at that point, you're forcing to try to come back. You're trying to get the ball down the field. Like that stuff happens. You can't lose 2 fumbles. You can't do that. You can't end up with 3 interceptions at the end of the day. We all know that. Daniel Jones has to play better. But dude, they still found a way to almost beat a 5-3 Steelers team now on the road with Aaron Rodgers. Like I think there's like, there's no what do they call them? What are the wins? There's no
Easy wins,
good wins,
cakewalks,
or no. It's
bad
something about
wins.
like there's nothing good about a loss, basically.
No moral victories.
No moral victories. There it is, baby. Tyler, useless tonight. Absolutely useless so far. I'm just telling you, like Matt's at least trying.
Hey,
But
I'm giving him his floor. It's his team. I'm not gonna jump in on his team.
Well, can we get Tyler? I don't know what we have to do to get him a little more excited. Like,
I thought maybe having Sauce Gardner in the room might do it.
I
But
know.
I think they need a little bit
You were more fired up about Sauce.
Dude, I know. I'm a big Sauce
about
guy.
Sauce.
I
big
feel like
Sauce
he
guy.
likes his
Good
name better than
personality.
the player.
Well, but I think
Good.
that
Wah. Come on.
but I think having a guy like that in the Colts DB defensive room is good for you. That gives you guys a little bit of excitement. At the beginning of the year, you wanted a defense to be excited about. Now's your time. You have a defense to be excited about.
If you can get Javarius Ward off the IR from his concussion and Kenny Moore and Sauce Gardner, pretty good cornerbacks right there.
Disgusting.
I didn't even see this. Like, we talk about this all the time. We're watching highlights for the most part, trying to dig in when we can. I'll try to watch I watch the Chiefs Bills game. I try to watch the afternoon games. I try to stay away from red zone now because I just don't get a lot out of it. But we're trying to watch these teams where we can. It's got to be a primetime game, or it's got to be, the national afternoon game, because we're obviously going to get the Patriots game in that other slot. That being said, I didn't know Latu had 2.5 sacks.
Yeah, he's starting to turn the corner here, huh?
Dude, there's
just pressure.
I don't know. I just think there's a lot of things, and losing now is not the worst thing in the world, man. You get like, if you keep like, you know what I mean? Like, I actually thought that about the Patriots Falcons game, which we can just get into right now and then get back to some of the trade stuff. But I almost thought that about the Patriots Falcons game, because that turned into a little too comfortable, boys. A little too comfortable with who were the 6-2 Patriots, and we can just coast to wins over teams like Atlanta. And the next thing you know, Drake London went full beast mode and almost won that game. Almost won that game for Atlanta. And by the way, like, I don't know what we're doing defensively, but can we stop putting Marcus Jones is awesome. He's like 3 feet tall. Can we stop putting him on the sequoia of a receiver in Drake London? Like, Drake London, that's what he does, is win 50-50 balls. So let's put our smallest guy on him. I don't know what was happening there. They were doing stuff like with motions and formations to obviously create that matchup, but figure out a way to make that not happen, because that was not fun to watch. But I don't care. Like, people are like, oh, they won because of the missed extra point. Dude, I watched this team lose to the Raiders because Jacoby Myers decided to do some kind of a weird backwards lateral to Mac Jones on the last play of the game in a tied game. It wasn't like they were trying to go down and they were coming from behind.
And we watched our quarterback get stiff-armed to the ground as they returned the ball. That's how bad it was.
Chandler Jones,
by Chandler Jones, yeah,
by
who's now got
Patriot
CTE
Chandler...
protocol. Yeah. But, like, dude, watching that live was pain in, like, slow-mo, too. He catches that ball.
It was
stiff arms our quarterback into the dirt and then returns it.
It wasn't even painful. It was, I can't, what is happening? Like, that's not real, right? Like, is that AI? Like, I was watching it like, no professional football team would do what they just did. So I've seen this team lose games like that. So the fact that the guy missed an extra point, and by the way, I really believe that the Patriots would have come down and at least gotten a field goal in that situation. That's how good the offense
4 minutes left.
Yeah, that's how good the offense has been for stretches of time. Like, I will say this: if Kayshon Boutte's not going to play, Trolling for Whitey's would like to know before the game. We'd like to know before the game
Yeah.
that he's not going to play because that was not awesome. Jonathan Taylor also on my fantasy team. Love him. Not a great week. Let's try to get that back together, Jonathan.
Yeah, watch out. You got 3 and 6 glass slipper rejects this weekend. So
yeah, you're
gonna
gonna
need everybody on their A game.
I am gonna need everyone on my yep, I am.
Yep, yeah, that.
I just lost.
Yeah.
Someone's not setting their lineup. This is really important stuff to get to. Someone's not setting their lineup because I wasn't going to say anything until this week.
He's
but
gone.
The guy I just lost. Who is it?
Ches. He's not setting his
Ches.
goddamn lineups. He's gone. I told him coming in this year, yo, you better set your lineups this year. Didn't do it. All right, gone.
He had Jalen Hurts in there this week. He had another guy that was out. I was like, I'll tell him next week. I'll tell him next week that this guy's not setting his lineup up. And then I lost by like 40 to him or 30. Awesome, dude.
Oh man.
All right, how did you feel about the Patriots, Ty? Overall,
I think it was a gut check that we needed. I think for us, it leads to me being disappointed today. At least is I felt towards the end of that game, our defense and our pass rush started to slow down. It started to look more tired. We don't have a ton of depth at that position right now. And that's where at this trade deadline, I was hoping for that. I was hoping for maybe a pass rusher or maybe another DB. But with that piece, that's how I felt about the Patriots. It was a gut check. Felt like we needed some depth. Didn't end up happening today. But the other piece that I did like from the Patriots was the fact that at the very end, I would say it was both Vrabel and Josh McDaniels having trust in Drake May to throw the ball that late in the game to get the first down to finish the game. So I think you're definitely right. The second half, we got a little bit too comfortable. I think even the play calling was a little bit too just like lackadaisical. And then towards the end, conservative, definitely a better word than lackadaisical.
I think that's actually a fine word.
But then towards the end, I think we ramped it up a little bit more, and I think that's going to be Vrabel is going to probably flip on the film of the second half and make them watch that over and over and over and over again in terms of effort. And how do you not get Christian Gonzalez on the wide receiver one in the red zone? How do you not make sure that happens?
I don't know. Well, because
against the Falcons.
Because he left the game. He left the game.
You're right.
Yeah, he left. He was in concussion protocol. So maybe that's why. We're answering my own question.
When did that go? Doesn't matter.
I don't know.
I was curious when he got
Davis on him.
Yeah. No. Exactly.
Exactly. Like you have to find a way.
Put someone taller. Yeah.
Or a safety. Yeah. Like whatever you want to do. It can't be Marcus Jones, who's awesome, but that's not what he does. Like it was playing to his weakness and to Drake London's strength. I think you're right though.
Pisses me off that I was a Kyle Duggar guy, so I'm biased, but you lose Gonzalez now from a depth piece and you're playing Drake London. Why not toss in Kyle Duggar at that point and you have that depth? I know he's a safety, but at the same time he's a bigger DB.
My understanding is Kyle Duggar was awful in coverage last year.
Really?
The worst
like
according to Pro Football
out of
Focus.
104, right?
Yeah, it was like 116 out of 160. Whatever it was, it was not good. It was not good.
Awful.
Now, I did see somewhere on Twitter that he went and played 74 of 77 snaps for Pittsburgh this week and was lights out. It's interesting. Like sometimes you need a fresh start. Sometimes you need a different scheme. But listen, I think, look, no Kayshon Boutte in that Drake May game. Drake May was not as sharp as he's been. I mean, in the New England game, I just called it a Drake May game. Drake May wasn't as sharp as he has been. Like there was the fumble was tough. It was like I thought we weren't doing that anymore. Not as sharp. Stephon Diggs didn't have a big game. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, they just found out a way to get it done. And coaches love that. They love when they can get wins and talk about like what they can do to improve. The offensive line, by the way, didn't play well either. That's going to be a thing. That's going to be a thing, man. Can we figure that out?
This trade deadline pisses me off. Is you
Let's
didn't
get into it.
do anything. You didn't do anything besides sign Brendan Rice, which is sick. You got Jerry Rice's kid on the roster. That's cool, but you have nothing that contributes to our current roster. That's 7-2.
So here's the thing. I used to hear, because of the draft, I would hear this all the time. oh, I don't know why we didn't trade back. I don't know why we didn't trade up. I don't know why we did this. We don't know. We just don't know enough to be upset about them not making a move. And what I mean by that is, Jalen Phillips, the Miami edge rusher who ended up going to the Eagles, was probably the hottest name for edge rushers on the market. Obviously, everyone's going to call about Myles Garrett. Everyone's calling about Myles Garrett. Everyone's calling about A.J. Brown, the receiver from the Eagles. Neither one of those guys went anywhere. We don't know enough to be upset with them because if I told you, yeah, we could have gotten Jalen Phillips, but it would have taken a first and a second for Miami to give him to us, I would have been like, eh.
Yeah, I'm all
I don't
set.
know about that. You know what I mean? Like so you don't know what the market was. You don't know who was willing. Like one of the stories that came out was that, and I don't know who the Patriots would have been interested on. Tennessee, Calvin Ridley, maybe. One of the stories that came out today was that Tennessee's so upset about how the Vrabel thing's gone, that he's doing well, and that they had to fire their coach. That Tennessee won't even like pick up the phone calls from New England.
I
Just
think
petty.
we're probably trying to get that the D lineman that Vrabel's like super close with.
Sweat? Oh, no. It's not. Is it Sweat, the kid from Texas, the big dude?
I don't think it's Sweat.
You're talking about Simmons.
Yes, Jeffrey
dude.
Simmons.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Simmons.
Would love to get him. No shot.
But I think you're right.
He's like,
with the market, like AJ Brown. I think I saw that we tried to offer, I think, like a second or third round pick, and Philly was like, nope, it's a first, and we were like, click. So I think you're exactly right with the market.
Might have given up a first for AJ.
No way.
You wouldn't have given up a first for AJ Brown?
No.
Given your track record of drafting wide receivers, I would give all of your first round picks for a proven wide receiver.
so far we've done pretty decently the last couple
listen
of years.
To the troll.
Like
He's
Kayshon Boutte. We have Kayshon Boutte, Demario Douglas. So like I think recently we've had a decent track record. We just are missing that like wide receiver one. But I wouldn't give up a first for AJ Brown.
Shut your mouth.
I wouldn't. Not AJ Brown.
Shut your mouth. Are you kidding me with the Pop Douglas and Kayshon Boutte as like
Thank you, Steve.
They're good receivers. How are they bad receivers? How are they bad receivers? You're starting Kayshon Boutte in fantasy. How is he a bad receiver?
Kayshon Boutte is dude, I'm starting Kayshon Boutte in fantasy because Ricky Pearsall's out. I have like 3 receivers are basically on IR.
Okay, you're still starting them.
Yeah, because I had to. I think Boutte's been good this year, and I think he has a chance to be pretty good. He's not a 1, and he might not be a 2.
I don't think so either, but I'm not giving up a first for A.J. Brown.
Okay, give me the receivers you give up a first for.
Justin Jefferson.
Yep.
Jamar Chase.
Yep.
Emeka Egbuka, my guy. But no, like it's those guys that are younger than AJ Brown. Yes, 100%. AJ Brown's 28.
Dude, did you see that? Did you watch any of the Arizona game?
Yeah.
Cowboys Arizona game?
Yeah.
Did you see what Marvin Harrison did to that corner?
First half or second half?
Saw this.
I didn't watch the second half. I went to bed. I was exhausted.
I don't know if it was the first half. I think it was the first half or second half. I can't believe I didn't text you. I think I went to text you and must have dude, he broke some corner's ankles so bad. Deron Bland, I think the kid's name is for the Dallas on a slant move. He fell down. The Dallas corner fell down.
I don't think I saw that.
They showed it on the Jumbotron, and CD Lamb did CD Lamb was like, "Oh, dude,
Marv's my guy."
Well, listen, Marv with Jacoby Brisket is a different thing than Marv with Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
Marv's starting to come on, man. Marv's starting to look like he looked
so
awesome
Trey McBride.
last night. Trey McBride's a dude.
That's where
he's actually scoring touchdowns now.
I know.
Yeah. I think it's because Kyler can't do the simple things, which is disappointing if you're an Arizona fan, where you're like, God damn it, I have this super athletic quarterback, but he's the height of Tyler Bestman. Like, he can't see over the goddamn line and can't make the simple throws. Like,
I feel it is almost, if you turn off the sound and put music to Kyler Murray, like that, circus music to Kyler Murray running around, dude, it's bad. Yeah, it is bad. And it's not that he's not super talented. It's just it's not the pro game, man. Like, nothing is on schedule. And Dev McCourty at the end of the game was like, yeah, you gotta, Jacoby Brissett's got to be your starter going forward. And it was like, yeah, Dev, no bias there, bro. not like Jacoby's your guy. Like Jacoby's your guy. But like, I don't know. Like it's just interesting that Marv is whatever. I'm gonna pull this up because I want to know.
CeeDee
I
Lamb, I'm giving
think
up a first.
Yep. 100%.
Drake
George
London, I'm giving
Pickens?
up a first.
Michael Pittman.
What?
Nope.
Michael Pittman, definitely not. Definitely not. I can't give you Michael Pittman just yet. But
I wouldn't either.
but George Pickens, no. I'm trying to think back to what that George Pickens trade to Dallas was. I think maybe a third for George Pickens. But all right,
I'm
Steve,
gonna rattle off the top 10 receiving. Like some guys have been hurt. Like CD's been hurt, so just keep that in mind. That was a good name to bring up. ASN, Jackson Smith and Jigba from Seattle.
Yes, 1000% yes.
Dude, he's averaging 16.3 yards per catch right now.
He is absolutely insane.
All right, Jamar Chase.
Yeah, so George Pickens, that trade was for a third round pick and a late round pick swap. I think that's a good trade for George Pickens.
Yeah, but I actually think that they gave up too
AJ
much
Brown
to get
is
him.
like a second or third round pick, in my opinion.
If George Pickens is a third round pick coming out of Pittsburgh, where he basically couldn't catch a cold and was was not a bad influence, but was a problem at times with his effort, and you're going to take AJ Brown for a third, like, dude, you're out of your mind.
I don't know.
The Eagles wouldn't.
I mean, well, George Pickens
wouldn't trade him.
George Pickens is younger than me. George Pickens was born in 2001. He's 24 years old. Like, I'm giving up a third round pick for a wide receiver like that played in a system with no quarterback. Of course he's not going to finish his routes. The ball can't get to him. He doesn't have a quarterback. He was working with Russell Wilson or Mason Rudolph, I think it was, or Justin Fields. Like, yeah, I'm not going to finish my goddamn routes. So George Pickens is 23, I think, when the trade went through. Yeah, I'm giving up a third round pick for a guy like that.
Third round, yes. I'm fine with a third round pick for that. What I'm saying is AJ Brown is more than that.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, first round pick?
No, and I love him.
No, I think the size.
Yeah.
No.
What he does,
but he is 26.
Production. He is awesome, and he is the absolute best at what he does, and it's not even close. But you can find other players that can be productive in that role. It's like the great running backs. It's like how many, like if you draft a running back in the first round, he's got to be special. And I feel that same way about guys who work the middle of the field. And St. Brown does a lot of stuff outside too. He's just not, I don't know.
His injuries kind of scare me too.
Yep. Second in a heartbeat.
Yep. But that's where I think that's where my tiers list is that the second round pick is an Amon-Ra, it's an AJ Brown, it's a Mike Evans, like it's dudes like that are kind of sitting that second round pick.
Mike Evans is 104. Do you understand that?
I know, but he's Mike Evans and he's tall as hell and he's a jump ball winner. If I add him to the Patriots roster right now, he's a great red zone addition. So
he's on your
if I have to give a late second round pick for him, then that's what I have to do. I'm saying healthy, but he probably is on my IR because he gets injured a lot. But that's a dude I'm giving up a second round pick for.
So, all right. So you guys are hemming and hawing about wide receivers and giving up a one first round pick.
Here we go, Mac. Let's go.
The Colts give up 2 first round picks, and you guys are, Boner City over there. Like, what gives? Like, is it?
I don't know if there's a more accurate description of what I am.
That's a great description. But I think for me with that specific trade is, I mean, this first round pick that's coming up for you guys means pretty much nothing. You guys are going to have like the 29th or 30th overall pick or something.
But what about the Patriots? You wouldn't give that up for AJ Brown, the 28th pick for AJ Brown?
If that's what it is, I guess, but I also don't really want to give it to a 28-year-old.
Oh,
that's my issue. It's a 28-year-old that then you have to pay as a wide receiver 1. I don't want to do that.
Do you understand that you are a douchebag? Do you understand that 28 is not old? 28 is not old.
Yes, in the NFL, 100%. As my wide receiver 1, 28. I mean, there was issues with Stephon Diggs and us putting that much money into Stephon Diggs. We were like, oh, he's getting old.
How old is Stephon Diggs?
I think Stephon Diggs is like 30.
Right. That's 2 years older. I'm not saying it's young. You're right.
It's in the same bracket.
AJ Brown is not young, but I think he's in the peak. He's right there in that thing.
Right.
To get back to your point, though, Matt, you got a 25-year-old corner who I think is a potential all-pro corner for good money. And Tyler's right. You're not going to pick high this year, man. You're just not. You weren't going to pick high. Like it's a premium position. They're really hard to find. I think it's actually they're harder to find than receivers are right now.
And
like, it's
I
tough
also
to find
think
corners, man.
I also think when you're looking at like all these defenses, like even New England with Christian Gonzalez and that being huge for us. I don't know if you guys can also hear that.
What is that?
Christian, I don't know.
Is Gabby vacuuming?
It sounds like a storm is going on. No, I think it's Matt. I think it's his mic.
I think it is you. Did your mic just kick up? Say something.
I think it did. Yeah.
Me?
Oh, now it's gone.
Oh, yeah, it did.
Now he's gone.
Yeah, his mic just went
Now
up.
you're both gone.
Sorry about that. I don't know what I did.
What is happening?
Is there like a little notch on your mic?
Is that better?
You're both freezing. It's amazing. This is amazing.
You're freezing, Steve.
Am I freezing too?
Yeah, well, you're all blurry.
I was freezing too. Now it sounds better.
This is high quality
Awesome.
stuff going on, boys.
How we doing? Did we take a time out?
No.
Are we
No,
all
no, no.
Are we all back?
No.
I think so.
Yep,
Are
we're
we
all back. So because corner's a more premium position
Now
than wide
Alexa's talking to
receiver.
me. Yeah,
But
this is amazing.
But I think from seeing what's going on in Denver with Pat Surtain, like seeing what's going on in New England with Christian Gonzalez, like I think that it's worth investing in those young corners and having your sort of premier corners is
agree.
important. And I think
agree.
with having a dude like Sauce Gardner that's not only a great corner, but he's a freak athlete is important. Like Kenny Moore is amazing, but he's just a normal sized corner. Like I watched Christian Gonzalez line up at the beginning of that game with Drake London, and me and Gary looked at each other and was like, holy crap, our corner is like the same height as our wide receiver one. Like that's awesome. So I think that's what you get with Sauce Gardner, and that's why he's worth the 2 first.
I do too.
And AD Mitchell. Screw AD Mitchell. Hold on to the damn ball. You belong on the Jets.
Oh, Jesus. It's position.
Yikes.
It's position. It's the need. It's the money. It's and it's where you're picking in the first round this year. And you hope that next year the wheels don't fall off. I get that, but it's a year-to-year league. I understand that, and you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. But knock on wood, everything goes well. I would have a hard time imagining they're picking earlier than 16 next year. I really do. This is a different. They have built this team the right way, in my opinion, and have been a quarterback away. And not even like a great quarterback, because, as much as I give you a hard time with Daniel Jones, but they have a serviceable quarterback. They have a quarterback who can run their offense. I
think it shows that they're investing in Daniel Jones, too.
Jones is a 1-year deal, though?
Yes.
Extend him now.
Resign.
No, for like 2 years. See if we'll do 2 years. Just do 2 years.
I heard 4 years at $200 million, so $50 million a year.
I don't even know. Is that good? I mean, that seems like that's not that bad,
what
actually.
the running rate for a starting quarterback is.
See, it would just be like they should not have signed him to more than a 1-year deal. And everyone right now who says that they should have is full of crap because you had no idea it was going to go this way. But that being said, when I said to extend them, they probably should have done it. Think about it.
Which was when? After week 8?
It was like week 2, Ty. All right, Tyler. The Jets not only trade away Sauce Gardner, they trade away defensive lineman Quinnen Williams, who's an absolute dude. Talk to me about what the Jets have for draft picks now.
Yes. 2026, which also Quinnen Williams is hilarious. I see videos of him and he's mad funny. But 2026, they have 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks after these trades. So their first-round pick is theirs. They have a second first-round pick that's from Indy. That second-round pick is theirs, and then they have another second-round pick that's from Dallas. That's for 2026. 2027, they have 3 first-round picks, one of which is their own. The other one is Dallas, and the other one is Indy. So one thing for me that pisses me off is I'm an Ohio State guy. You know I like Jeremiah Smith. He's going to be a goddamn Jet, and that's going to piss me off because I'm going to have to watch that dude be a stud for the next 10 years in the AFC East.
I'm not.
Doesn't matter
I'm
who's
not.
throwing him the rock.
I'm not convinced of that because on the draft side of things right now, it's going to be super interesting who comes out and who stays for the quarterback class. And if everyone comes out, it's going to be awesome this year. But my gut is that almost all of them are going to go back. And if all of them go back, when I tell you that the 2027 draft could be one of the greatest drafts in the history of the league, I'm not kidding.
Well,
And they
so let
have
me
3
pause you there.
first-round picks. But my thing is, if they have to get a quarterback when Jeremiah Smith comes out, they'd have to have 2 top 5 picks, which has happened. The Texans did it when they got Stroud and they got Will Anderson. You can do it, especially when you have that kind of firepower, and maybe that's what they're trying to do, is to get a Lenora Sellers, the quarterback out of South Carolina, and Jeremiah Smith, which, by the way, would be fireworks.
Insane.
That would,
Insane.
I mean, Dante Moore, the quarterback from Oregon, Ty Simpson, the quarterback from Alabama. These are all guys that could come out in not this cycle, the next cycle. That would be insane. But they are in a great spot. I will say this. Were you going to say something?
I was going to ask you. Sorry, Matt.
Well, I was
going
to say they're going to have a high draft pick next year anyway, so they don't need to trade up to get anything.
Well, if they want to get a second guy, if they want to do what the Texans did to get 2, and you don't know, actually, they might, what happens if they what if they do the Patriots and all of a sudden they win a game that puts them at 3rd instead of at 1st? You just don't know how this stuff works, man. There's some other crappy teams. So it would be interesting to see how that all works. I think it's in a great spot. But what were we going to say, Ty?
Well, you said Lenora Sellers, you said Dante Moore, Ty Simpson. Is Arch Manning a dude that you think stays another year?
He's that's interesting because Archie, the grandfather, said he definitely was. And Arch said, I don't know if I am. And McShay has made this point multiple times on the McShay show, which I think is really smart, is being Arch Manning at Austin is a lot like being in the pros. You're under the microscope a ton, and he might be like, I'm done with being – Austin's obviously a city, a very popular city, but it probably has a very small town feel to him. And things have been up and down a little bit this year, and a lot more up lately, but up and down. And I don't know, there might be a part of him that's like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to move on.
Makes sense.
So we'll see. We'll see who comes out and who stays. But they're in a great spot. I will say this. Quinnen Williams and Sauce Gardner are like foundational pieces, and you're trading away like the foundation of your team, and I'm okay with it. And not because I think those guys are part of the problem, but like you almost have to clear cut. You almost have to get rid of every person who is a part of the original Jets culture. That's how bad that place has been. That you have to like just start over from absolute like scratch. You have to get rid of like even the great players need to go. It needs to be totally Aaron Glenn's guys, completely redone. Like that's what Vrabel's done with the Patriots, with a lot of the Patriots, man. I mean, Joe Cardona was like a Navy vet long snapper, and Vrabes was like, thanks for your service. See you later. Like, that was it, dude.
That's really tough to let the long snapper go, Steve.
He wasn't
But he
bad.
did it through the whole roster.
They drafted
he went through
a long
everybody.
snapper, Matt. He went through. That's what I mean. Like that was not a position he needed to address. That wasn't like we have a problem at long snapper. He was changing like the entire building. Like it was all like it was a thing. And I think that the Jets have to absolutely do that. And in the meantime, they accumulated a lot of capital today. And so good for them. They did well. I think I've lost both of you again. So I'm just going to go right into the next part. You know who else did well today? Howie Roseman, the general manager for the Eagles. He gets Jalen Phillips for a 3rd-round pick, the best edge rusher on the market. He gets him. He got Jair Alexander, not today, but the other day, the corner, who is, I mean, pretty mercurial, but like really good. And I think the best trade that didn't happen today was not trading A.J. Brown. Or not, it's probably the Browns not trading Myles Garrett. Although, at what point, like, let's just quick side note here. At what point do you become afraid of Myles Garrett if you keep losing games? Like, he is literally Hulk.
And who likes to dress up for Halloween too. So imagine he pulls up at your doorstep like in a Pennywise costume or something, like, and just terrorizes you. Like, I'm all set.
Because at some point he might, like, this isn't like not that funny. Like, he's gonna have like there's got to be. I mean, when you have like 50 sacks a game and your team keeps losing, like at what point is it enough is enough, and you lose your mind? And like people in the building are, like one of those things where they're looking around the corner. Oh, is he good? Is he there? All right, let's go. And like turn the other way, like you pretend you were going to take a left down that hallway, even though there's nothing down there. Kind of a deal. Like you're like steer clear of Miles, like because I don't know what to tell you. Like it's bad, but that's the best trade that didn't happen today was Myles Garrett because he's too freaking good. But I think that the Eagles were really smart to hold on to A.J. Brown, whose numbers are down this year. But I did want to share this with you, Tyler. We're not even through A.J. Brown's 7th year, okay?
I'm a huge AJ Brown fan, so good luck.
You don't want to give
Just not first round pick.
You don't want to give a
Not
first
right
round
now.
pick
Not right
to
now.
a guy who in his first 7 seasons has 7,421. Well, it's not. He's 7 games into his 7th season. 7,421 yards, 52 touchdowns, and he averages 15.6 yards per catch.
Yeah, I love AJ Brown. I've had him on my fantasy team on a lot of years. And he's
I'd give I'd give up a first and a third, no problem. Right now, done. Knowing that I'm picking probably in the 20s, I would say at least. Like, look,
Yeah.
I'm really afraid that the what the Patriots are is a product of their schedule, and that Drake May is not quite as far along as we think. The roster's not quite as far along as we think, and they're going to do really well until the end, and then they're going to get in the playoff and lose in their first round. That's a legitimate concern with the Patriots. Even if that happens, they're picking in the 20s, right? You're not giving up. You know what? It gets me angry the more I think about it.
The best part about that is that you went out while you crashed out. So that was great.
Is that what Matt was doing the head nod? Like, yeah, go, keep going, dude.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
I could tell you weren't stop talking.
But no, like I'm a huge AJ Brown fan, and I get it. Like,
no, you can't say that.
I also yes, I can. I'm a huge AJ Brown fan. I'm not a fan of giving up a first round pick for AJ Brown, who's 28 years old. I'm okay with that. I don't need
I don't know
that.
if we'd ever do like
and I also understand what you're saying about the Patriots. Maybe they're not as far along as we think. But what I do understand is that Vrabel has brought a culture and identity to the team where he's basically, instead of before where we're like, oh, we're playing the Chiefs, we care about the logo that's on the helmet. He's like, no, I could care less what logo is on that helmet. We play everybody the same exact way. We do our job, and that's all that we do. So I get what you're saying, but I'm not, like, even Tampa this weekend, honestly, I think we lose. But if we win, I'm also not that surprised because I think Vrabel makes sure to have these dudes prepped and ready to go for every single game. So
what the hell does that have to do with AJ
I'm okay
Brown?
with that.
What the hell does
what
that
it has to do
with
is
AJ
addressing
Brown?
what you were saying, where you think that maybe Drake isn't as far enough along, or the Patriots have a super easy schedule. I understand that, but in terms of AJ Brown,
the only reason
I'm all set. I don't need that. We already have a 31. We already have a 31-year-old wide receiver on contract for a ton of money. I don't need a second one, and that be my 1 and 2 receiver. I don't need that on my roster. I would rather where you have a 23-year-old quarterback and keep that youth on the roster instead of trying to completely dive in on us winning a championship this year or next year. You make sure to build that foundation.
That's not even what I'm talking about.
That's what you're doing. You're giving up your future to get a 28-year-old turning 29-year-old wide receiver. You will have to pay a bunch of money. I'm all set with that. I don't want to do that and have 2 old receivers on massive contracts on my roster. I don't want that.
Are you done with the coldest take of all time? Are you done? Are you telling me that
how is that a cold take?
Because you just said they're giving away their future. You're telling me that if the Patriots trade a first round
pick,
that's
a hot take. That wouldn't be cold.
If the Patriots trade away a pick that is the 25th pick in the draft, and they only trade away that one pick for A.J. Brown, who they then get to extend for 4 or 5 years, they have traded away their future?
No, you gave up your first round pick. That's in the future.
That's not trading away your future. That's giving up one pick in the 20s.
A.J. Brown signed through 2029.
Holy sh! Tyler. Rashee Rice, you trading a first-round pick for him? Don't say it. Don't do it. Don't. You have a real opportunity to be a human being right here. You have a chance to be a good person.
No, and you want to know why? Because I told you the names I would give a first-round pick for, because that's how my tiers work. I'm not giving a first-round pick. Want to know? This will make you feel great. Rashee Rice is in that George Pickens conversation for me for a third-round pick. I'm not giving up a second or first-round pick for Rashee Rice. I think he's a product of that offense fully just featuring him and giving him the ball every single goddamn play, and he does something. They don't even run the ball anymore. They just give it to Rashee Rice and he scores. But back to trades. I'm done with this wide receiver talk because you won't convince me otherwise. But back to trades. Two things that I saw today. One trade that did happen. One trade I'm happy that didn't happen. One trade that happened was Jacoby Myers to Jacksonville. I thought that was interesting because of BTJ.
Jacksonville gave up a lot for him, I feel like.
No, so I thought that, but they didn't. So they gave up a 4th and a 6th. They still have 11 picks left in the 2026 draft. They have a 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 7, 7. That's insane. They still have a ton of picks left.
Okay, there are two different things here, and I agree with you that when you have draft capital like that, it makes it easier to make a move like the Jacoby Myers. But you can't look at it that way. You can't be like, because we have this amount of draft capital, we can overspend for a player. I'm gonna rage if you keep doing shit like that. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
That's not me, man. That's your Wi-Fi, not mine this time.
No, I understand. I'm not talking about the Wi-Fi. I'm talking about you saying I'm gonna rage. Listen to me. Each deal is in its own bubble in terms of value, right? So just because, so you can't be like, now the Jets have 3 first-round picks in 2027, so it's all right that they gave up a first-round pick for Russell Wilson. That's not a thing. That's still a bad trade.
That's not what I said.
I'm saying that I would think that you would be able to get Jacoby Myers for less than a 4th and a 6th. I thought that was. I know it's not a lot. It's not like it's not terrible, but I thought it would. What's the other trade? I can't stand this right now. What's the other trade?
The trade I'm happy that didn't go through was that I guess the Chiefs were peppering the Jets on getting Breece Hall, and was only willing to offer them a 4th-round pick, and the Jets were like, no, it has to be a 3rd-round pick. And the Chiefs thought about it, and it didn't end up going through. But if that happens where Breece Hall is in Kansas City, then we revisit that conversation of, can the Chiefs actually make a run? Even though they keep getting beat down, can they still make a run? If they get Breece Hall, no question.
If they could have got Breece Hall for a 3rd-round pick, they're morons if they didn't. Right?
I mean, I think
from
from there,
3rd year.
No, I like Breece Hall, but I think from the Chiefs' perspective, for that, like if that's the Patriots, you pull that trigger. But when it comes to the Chiefs, they've been able to win Super Bowls the same way we used to win Super Bowls. It was literally random running backs besides James White that we just drafted and added to our offense.
Did you freeze him out?
Able to roll with. Oh, am I the guy now?
You've always been the guy. Let's be honest about it.
But you guys hear what I was saying? What I was saying is that the Chiefs have been able to win with just random running backs. They haven't needed a top 15 running back to be able to win Super Bowls. So for them, they're like, let me keep my 3rd.
I want to hold on. I have to do this now. This is you're not giving up a 3rd-round pick for Breece Hall. Okay?
I just said if I was the Patriots, I am making that move. If I am the Chiefs, I understand where they're coming from. Words.
There you go. Like, see you later, dude. Who's raging now, huh? Tough guy? Huh, tough guy? This is why the Chiefs should have traded for a 3rd-round for him. These are the guys that went in the 3rd round in 2022. Luke Fortner, Velus Jones, Chad Muma, Desmond Ritter.
Listen,
dude. Back.
Dude, I don't think you're listening to me. I don't think you're listening to me. I don't think you're listening to me. I understand. I fully understand. Breece Hall is that guy. I understand that. I said that. If I'm the Patriots, I'm doing it. If I'm the Chiefs, I understand why they wouldn't do it. They've won Super Bowls with randos. So to them, they have a carousel of running backs that they're okay with running with. So that's all I'm saying. I am doing it if I'm the Patriots. I'm not saying not to do it. I'm just saying
I
I understand if the Chiefs not doing it, that could be a
I
reason.
I
You don't need to
understand
prove it to
that
me.
I understand that Patrick Mahomes has won Super Bowls with a flag football team. I understand that. It doesn't mean you don't make them deal in this like today. Like, who are they taking the third round that's going to help them? Are they just like, oh, do you think that? Do you think that? First of all, that's a sound effect we need. I don't know.
Yeah. But that's
We
all
need
right.
that
Dude,
sound
I
effect.
don't care who's in the third round. I said I didn't want the trade to go through, so I'm happy it didn't go through. The Chiefs would be light years better if they had Breece Hall.
Yeah, so they should have made the deal.
No, because I don't want that to happen. I'm a Patriots fan.
You two are exhausting.
I know.
Matt, are you serious right now? He just said if they had made this deal, it would have made them much better, and then said they shouldn't have made the deal.
Because
No,
I'm a
he was saying
Patriots fan.
He's glad they didn't make the deal because he's a Patriots fan and it would have made Kansas City better.
Thank you, Matt. That's why we have you here.
But he also
so that
said,
you can use adult lingo for me. So
tell me,
Steve
I'm going to leave
understands.
Matt. I'm going to leave it alone. You're the arbiter here, Matt. I'm going to leave it alone. Did he not? Hold on. Did he not also say, I understand why the Chiefs didn't make this deal?
Yeah, because I'm trying to look at it from both sides, dude. I'm not just gonna sit here and all of us have the same goddamn opinion. I'm gonna look at it from both sides.
Yeah, look, we're not all gonna have the same opinion. Matt will have an opinion, I'll have an opinion, and you'll have 6 opinions.
Of course.
He did say that, Steve, but he said from their point of view, they don't need a running back to make a run because all the runs they've made, they've done without running backs.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Matt.
He's not. I don't think he's.
Steve, you belong with Felger and Maz. That's the type of rage bait you got. It's Felger. He froze. Let's go. You can't come back.
It's going to be interesting to see if, like, this has happened before where we thought we were off and then we're still on, and I'm gonna listen.
I know.
I can't wait to listen to hear Matt be like, these fucking idiots. It's gonna be great. I just dropped an F-bomb for the first time on the pod, but at this point, it's off the rails.
You can bleep it out.
Yeah, Ty, you could bleep that out, right?
I'm back anyways. I missed it, so. Yeah. I think we got through our talking points for tonight.
You guys are the best. You guys are the absolute best because I had to push this back until 8 o'clock at night. Now it's 9:15, and you guys just jumped on and did it, and I really appreciate it because I did not want to miss this week. I really enjoyed last week. I like it when it gets spicy, Tyler. So, keep taking those uninformed takes. It's really helping the show, I think.
Before we sign off, I just want to say that nobody talked about the World Series. So what's that say about the state of baseball?
All right, Matt, I can't believe you brought it up because I'll tell you what it says. We're wrong. Jared Carrabis posted. Do you want to say it, Ty? I can't believe that. I cannot believe that.
I can try to pull up the numbers really quickly, but yeah, it was a drastic
is he wrong or is he
difference. Right? But I'm pretty sure he's right, which sucks.
I don't think he wouldn't lie, right?
No, I don't think
I don't know if he's getting manipulated numbers somehow.
Yeah,
that's
so
what I was thinking.
I got it. It says that from Front Office Sports, which I don't know how legit that is, but they have 230,000 followers. It said that the World Series Game 7 viewers was 25.9 million, and the 2025 NBA Finals Game 7 viewers, which I believe was the most viewers in recent history, was 16.4 million. Which, I mean, I barely watch the NBA Finals, and I'm an NBA guy, so I get it. But
so Carrabis had a tweet. He said, he's like, at what point do we start talking about baseball being the number 2 major sport in America again? And I was like, dude, Carrabis is, he's like everyone else, right? You love some of the stuff, you hate some of the stuff. That's just the human nature of like what takes. But I was like, dude, that's like, I know that you love baseball, and I love that you promote baseball. Like, he really does promote the game, and I think that's great. But I was like, that's crazy. And then I saw that, and I was like, dude, like, he's right. Dude, that is bad news for the
That's
NBA.
on the MLB though. That's
good
on
for
the
MLB.
It shows that the NBA does a lot better job with partnerships and marketing and promoting their brand. The MLB is absolute garbage at doing that. You have that many viewers, yet you can't get your audiences to be more committed. Like, you can't get dudes like us 3 to pay attention to the World Series. Like,
well, I will say this:
insane.
I think the pitch clock and some of the things that they've done have moved this game to make it a little. I guess there's a younger audience, like people your age are actually watching this thing. I did not watch any of it,
I didn't either.
and it was one of the
But
Actually,
one
I
of the best
did
World
watch
Series of
it.
all times.
does it take into
I did
account
watch it, I
international
forgot.
viewership?
I don't know.
Because Shohei Ohtani will bring in a ton of viewers internationally.
That's a
You
great
know, 'cause-
point, Matt.
And so how much of that was an American base watching the game versus international based?
But do you know that John Morant is not John Morant? What's the point guard from the Thunder? SGA?
Yeah, he's from Canada.
SGA? Yeah, he's Canadian, Matt. So there's also that.
Fair enough.
I just called. By the way, we're gonna have to have
Dude,
another
I
John
have an
Morant.
even worse stat now. Are you guys ready for this? MLB for this is for All-Star games, so I guess it makes sense. But MLB is 7.2 million viewers, and they're number one. NBA is 4.7 million viewers, tied with the NFL. And then NHL dumped their All-Star game. So they're trying to say that the baseball is just beating everybody at this point.
Well, that's
Well,
propaganda.
no one watches the goddamn Pro Bowl, dude. It's a joke.
I know, but still, that's what they're running with. Is they're going through every single game possible.
Your internet right now, you are HD. Like, it's crazy how clear both of your internet is all of a sudden. Like, we're gonna wrap, and it's like, it's pretty good. Great internet right now, guys. You're giving great internet.
Thanks.
Great, yeah, whatever it is, connection. I'm so tired. I don't even know what's happening anymore. But like I said, really appreciate you guys hopping on. We got to come up with. It's hard to do, and I don't want to overplay it, but we got to come up with the overrated thing, like something for that every week.
Let's do it.
Just come up with, you know what I mean?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, we'll figure out something like that. But thanks for listening. You can find us on all the Screen the Screener, the pods, everywhere. You can do it everywhere, right, Ty?
Underscores, dashes.
On dashes, hashtags. A lot of hashtags. I know that. Hashtag
Hyphens.
underscore Screen the Screener, the
At
pod.
symbol.
Right, Ty?